your wrist. Like, you do that. It's like, don't get me wrong, he's better. He paid for the food when we go out, even though we take turns, but sometimes he'll give the fucking waitress, he'll go to the restroom and give the waitress the shit and then come back. I said, why would you do that? He said, because you're not slick. You're not about to sit there and pay for the fucking food while I'm gone. So he said, I'm a man. I don't do that little boy shit. So it's like, oh. I said, okay. Yeah, like I said, it's a big difference. He was laughing at me because I told him, I said, I would never date another black man in my life. He was like, oh, you making me blush. I said, no, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I said, I need somebody that's traditional and stuff. But yeah, I told myself, if we ever was to go on a double date, would you do it? He was like, I don't know. I was like, why not? He was like, I don't really be around people like that. I was like, but if it's someone I know, I said, I know that it's not gonna be. He's, I understand. He said, but then we're gonna be in competition or who can do this and who. I said, no. I said, you just be yourself. You're supposed to sit there. You're supposed to have a good time. So he's like, yeah. So then he turned around. He's he's not big, but he is also not small. He's like in the mid. He's like Itai. But yeah, he's a little Itai. So he kind of he don't care about his size, but he cares about his size. And I told him, I said, I don't care. What the fuck is that now? Itai. Ew. Take that finger and shove it up your ass. No. Save it for your husband. I don't want to know the stuff that y'all do. Those nasties.
You hear something, Peggy?
Huh? Hear what?
I thought I heard someone yelling, or I don't know, a howl.
Forrest, is this a joke?
No, I almost swore I heard something.
Oh, and here I was thinking you'd finally started to ease up. You probably just heard some cats outside. You know, 4 legs, whiskers, tails, not dogs.
I know what a cat is, but I mean, does Gallows Creek have a stray cat problem or something?
Not since the rats moved in. Anyway, you ready to do the pre-flight checks?
Seriously? Do we have to do these checks every time? And do you have to call them that?
Reggie pays us to check the equipment before each show, and he pays us to call it a pre-flight check. But if you're sure you don't want to...
So you still answering my question. I missed you my question.
All right, fine. Let's get through this.
Alrighty, this is your captain speaking.
Really?
Come on, let's have a bit of fun with it for once. Buckle in, folks. We're about to hit some tubular rents. Let's start with record playing.
Done.
Great. Now turn it off. All right, up next, phone line buttons. Your captain will be waiting to take your call on line 1.
All right, Peggy. Ready for you on line 1.
Who's Peggy? This is Captain Donald Key calling. Call me Don. You get it?
Yeah, it's a riot.
Great, and button 2 works just the same. So, let's move to the Peggy button.
You mean the producer line?
Like I said, the Peggy button. Press it when you need my help during the show.
Is there a Peggy mute button?
They haven't invented it yet. Now come on. The Peggy button is the 3rd one on the phone line. I labeled it Sound Blaster next.
That's an easy one.
Sound Blaster. Front of the desk to the right.
There we go. Always good for a cheap laugh.
But let's test it with a record. Play a record and change the volume with the music slider. Sliders should be right in front of you, like directly in front.
All right. Seems to be all working. We done, Captain?
We sure are. Coming in for landing. Local time?
Should not encourage you.
I knew you had a fun side.
It's my fun side that gets me in trouble.
Now, let's get the show started. After your introduction, our first segment is Guess That Scream.
I thought that was a joke.
Nope, and don't blame me for this one. It's Reggie all the way, and he demands we do it tonight. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
189.16.
Good evening, Gallows Creek. This is your host, Forrest Nash, and you're listening to 189.16. To let you know about a special competition we have for you this evening. Guess That Scream.
This is actually one station manager's better ideas.
Here's how it works. I'm gonna play you a scream, then you call and guess that scream. Guess that scream. Peggy, what do you mean play the tape? I just have a tape guy do that for me.
You're not in Chicago anymore, Forrest. Here in Gallows Creek, you get to be your own tape guy. Come on, I gave it to you yesterday. Forrest, you do have the tape right. You knew we were doing this tonight.
Peggy, let's be real. Guess that scream is a terrible idea. No, I don't have the tape.
It may be a stupid idea, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. We're going to need a scream tonight, Forrest, and you're the one at the mic, so...
Huh? I don't know if I spelled that shit right. Mount Bellevue? Shit. Yeah. It was like late night drives and stuff. Yeah, but I don't think we were doing what you were doing. Nah.
Really, Peggy? You
The fight.
want me to scream? You know this show depends on my golden voice, right?
Come on, Forrest, just do it. That's enough dead air already. Just think of a scream and let it rip.
Oh, God. Sorry about that. I'm back. Had to step away there for a second. Listen close, and then call in to guess that scream. Well, folks, there you have it. Call in with your guesses, and if you get it right, you could win 2 tickets to the amazing Maze and 1 free fried dough.
That's the only
Just call in at
I was
555-239
days off.
KFAM
Yeah,
with your
Thursday and
guess.
Friday off.
Now,
But I
here's
worked
some music
Thursday,
while you get dialing.
so on top of that I was sick. The Thursday I got for work, we had drove, but I ended up falling asleep because I was just really just out of there. So he just ended up driving around, and then he stopped and he just let me sleep while he was.
Play a record, Forrest.
I was like, I said sorry. He was like, if you want, you can come in and take your nap. I don't want you to get on the road like that. I was like, nah, I gotta go. But yesterday he was like, you can come in if you want to. I was like, I gotta go. Like, okay. He tried to teach me Spanish. I said, you already fucked up because the people that taught me Spanish only taught me the bad things. Yep. He was like, what? I was like, terrible. Just terrible. Mm-mm. See? You just said something bad. Yeah. I need to get my freaking nails did and my toes. Oh, my poor little piggies. Poor. Yeah. So you just the nail tech now, huh? But the thing is, when you do my nails, I want to hear, you got boyfriend? Oh, you're not nice? You're not nice? Nah, I like Chinese. You get boyfriend pay for your nails? Oh no, honey, we Vietnamese. No. You want a little putty? You little putty for your man? I was doing that yesterday to him. He was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, oh, you look nice, honey. You look nice. He was like, why? It was just too funny. Because I was, his hands, they get dry. So I learned something new. We might get ashy, but y'all get like, y'all hands get really dry to the point like it peels. Yeah. So I had some lotion in the car. So I was like, give me your hand. I massage your hand, honey. So he said, why? I said, you want shellac or clear? You want gel? I like gel. Gel look better on you. He said, stop. Oh, I forgot what that other shit that this girl taught me. She was like, you should get this kind. It makes it look like your original nails is just like a thicker coating. Oh, overlay. I was like, you want overlay? He's like, stop. He said, what's your name? Like, be yourself. I said, my name Ling Ling. He says, fucked up. I said, I'll be having fun with those different accents. I said, it'd be funny. He was like, oh, yeah. So, like I said, we went to the gas station. And that's when things just like it just started feeling off. So we get to the gas station. He asked me, like, he said, I'm gonna go get you some cough drops and some electrolyte water or whatever. He said, because you need something to make you feel better. He said, you sound like your lips are getting chapped and stuff like that. He said, you getting dehydrated. So I was like, okay. So I'm just sitting there. So he gets out the car and he goes inside the store. Next thing you know, a car pulls up on the side of us. It was some guys. So the guy, the first thing he did was look towards me. But you know how when people pull up, the first thing you do is look at your surroundings. So I didn't think nothing of it. I thought he was just looking at his surroundings. So I went back to look at my phone, but then he stared for a while. So I guess once he seen I wasn't paying attention, he went inside the store. So the other guy then gets out and goes inside the store. But then I seen a redheaded chick. She backed up and she looked out, and I guess she was telling the cashier which gas pump her car was at. So then I started hearing yelling. So I'm like, who the fuck is yelling? So I looked to the side. It was two girls or whatever. So she came out the store. They was talking to her. So I said, don't tell me they fighting. So then I let down, like I was looking, I let down the window a little bit. They was talking about food. She was like, yo, you gonna go home and make the food tonight? Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. So I let the window back up. So I've been out. And as he's coming out, the girl kind of standing in his way. But he looks at them, and I can see the different expression on his face. Like, so she's annoying him because she's just standing there. So I was like, see, I said, I never see white people or Mexicans do that. It's always black people that do the little ignorant shit that be sitting there. And I said, let me not be racist against my own kindness. Let me stop. So he goes around her and he gets in the car. So I'm still seeing the expression on his face is changed. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm about to reach over and give him a kiss or whatever. So he looked like he's looking at out the window next to him. So I said, what's going on? Like, why are you looking? So I'm trying to see what he's looking at. So I look on the other side. The other guy comes out the store or whatever. He's putting his baby in the car. He gets in the front seat. So he's still looking in the back seat like he fixing his baby car seater. So he looks like I'm looking like, what's going on? So I said, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm looking at you. You looking at me. I'm trying to see what's going on too. So him and the dude in the passenger side just staring hard down at each other. So I was like, baby, what's wrong? I said, why are you, like, what's going on? He said, nah, this motherfucker want to play a staring fucking game. He said, we can play a staring fucking game. So I'm like, nope, we not doing this. I said, no. I said, what, he bumped you or something? He said, you didn't see him? So I said, see what? I said, I said, my mind was, I said, let me tell you what my view was at that moment. Looking at you, looking at the girl, look at the gas pump, turn to these two girls yelling, and then I see you coming out the store. My eyes was not on anything else. He said, so you telling me you didn't see this motherfucker fucking you with his eyes? So I said, what you mean? So he was like, when he came out the store, his eyes was darted on you. Like he was just staring. He said he was trying to make eye contact from the moment he came out the store to the moment he got in that fucking car. So I said, once again, I wasn't paying attention. I said, my mind is not on them. My mind was on us having a good time and going to finish what we were doing or whatever. So he said, but I could play that staring game too. So he studied staring. I said, please don't do that. I said, like, don't do that. So we pull off. The dude, like, driving slow, and he's driving. So I said, nope. I said, stop. I said, y'all gonna make a situation worse than what it gotta be. I said, for dude looking, let him look. He didn't touch me. He didn't ask for my number. He didn't talk to me. He didn't tap on my window. He didn't do any of that. I said, so that's just like oh, you like something that I have. Ha 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 moment. I said, laugh it off. I said, he saw something that you had and he can't have. So he said, no, it's just the disrespect of it. Even after I got in the car and he seen that I was with you, you're still fucking, he said, you still out fucking my bitch. Like, what are you doing? So I said, hey, don't do that. Don't, I'm not your bitch. Like, don't do that. So he said, no, I'm just saying. He said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. He said, but as a man, you practically telling me that I'm not there. Like, so I was like, I understand. But once again, I'm in the car with you. Now, I could have seen if I had got out the car or let the window down, or then I would be like, okay, I got a problem. But I didn't do none of that. I wasn't even paying attention. I was on my phone. So he said, okay, so we're driving, both of them just trying to stay by each other. So I'm like, y'all really about to do this? I said, that man got a child in the car with him. I said, and I'm in the car with you, and I got to make it home to my kids. So you know I would never put you in danger. I said, but the thing you doing right now, I said, that driver don't know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on. I said, you and him plexing over him looking. Let him look. I said, whatever. I said, because I'm not going home with him. So we get to the park. He finally leaves or whatever. Like they was doing that for a good 5 minutes. They went through like 3 lights. So he finally just was like whatever to it. He got over and he went to the other side that we supposed to go on. I said once again the other man had a child in the car. He looked like he was ready to do something. He said, I hate young dudes that's hot headed or ready to crash out or whatever. He said he looked like he was ready to crash out. He said I was gonna help him. I was like, I said, why I always go for these types? I said, just calm down. I said, come, like, let's go to the park. Let's go for a walk in the cold. I said, I'm already fucking sick. How much sick I can get? So we go to the park. He's like, man, that shit just irritates the fuck out of me. And then I said, well, let me tell you what happened to me. I said, how I handled the situation. I said, when we was at Chili's, it was a girl started staring at you, breaking her neck to stare at you and stuff. I said, but I didn't crash out. I didn't sit there, bitch, why are you looking at him? I laughed because it's like, you want something that I'm with, but you can't have it because he's not paying attention to you. So whatever. So you're right. My bad. I don't want that to ruin our night or whatever. He said, you lucky you was with me though. He said, because that wouldn't even went the way it did. And I was like, you can't be being hot headed. Like I understand that. He said, no. I said, but it makes me feel like if I wasn't with you, that wouldn't have went the way it did. He said, it wouldn't have because I would just got up and slapped the fuck out of him or whatever. I said, just stop. Just stop. So he said, I'm just telling you the truth. He said, like, I don't let shit like that slide. And then I was like, just let it go. I said, I don't want to ruin our night. I said, we was doing good. We was doing good. So he finally calmed down. We went to the gas station. Then he asked me did I want like a shake or something from Whataburger. I don't like Whataburger shakes. They're not shakes. They're ice and ice cream. That's practically what it is. It's ice. So he's like, oh. So we sat back at the park until like 1. Then we we went back to his place. He was like, you want to come in? He said, you can come in. I was like, no, I'm good. I said, I'm about to just go home because I feel like shit. I said, I'm tired. We've been out all day. I said, you got work in the morning. I'm supposed to take my mom to her dentist appointment in the morning. I said, we both got shit to do. So I left. As soon as I reached the house, like he called me while I was on the phone, while in the car. We was talking like the whole way home was like no cars, none. And I was like, why is it so empty? It's only one. So I was like, okay. So I'm just going. He said, you're lying. I put the camera on the road and I was like, it's really no cars. He was like, what the fuck? I said, not even a cop. I said, he was like, speed, speed, speed. I said, no, I'm not going to speed. I said, because it'll just be my luck that a cop is up there somewhere. So I get back, like, as soon as I reached the house, there was still no cars. I was like, okay. So I get off the road, like off the freeway, and then it was cars. It was like a little bit of cars or whatever. So I thought I was going into the mist. So we get to, I get to the house or whatever. I was like, I don't want to get that feeling when you don't want to get out, but you have to get out. That feeling took over. It was like, I don't want to go, but I have to. It's like, girl, get your ass to the house or whatever. So I here for the house. I did everything I had to do. I jumped in the bed. I dozed off. And then he said something to me. I dozed off. He said something else. I dozed off. After that, my phone died. I was like, should I go to the car and get my charger? Or should I say, fuck it? I was like, I don't feel like it. And then it just got worse. My nose started getting stuffed. I started getting the shakes. My head started hurting. My chest was hurting. I was like, yeah, I can't. So I didn't want to be around her sick. So I just told Joseph, I said, hey, can you message her and let her know that I'm not going to be able to take her not like this and I don't want her getting sick. And so he ended up texting her that. So she still got to go to her doctor, her dentist appointment or whatever. but I still feel like shit. I took some NyQuil. That shit. Then I don't think I took enough. I should have took some Dayquil. Dayquil probably would have definitely helped it. Oh man, that's crap. And then what the fuck? He wants to he wants to do the Christmas lights. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I want to do the Christmas lights. He said, if you ever like you know how Moody Garden has the light show and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I never been, and I don't think he ever been. So he was like, do I want to go? And it shocked the fuck out of me because I was like, you actually want to take? I was like, He was like, I don't know what you experienced with the last person. He said, but I'm gonna show you something. He said, because I'm not like that. He said, whatever they used to do. He said, I'm not like that. I said, I understand. I said, but you got to give me time too. I said, because I endured that shit for like 3 years. I said, like, I can, I said, it's good enough that I'm here with you. I said, because at first I wasn't talking to anybody. I said, for a year and a half or a year and 9 months since I had Jamari, I said, I haven't been talking to nobody. I said, I just been trying to stay to myself. I said, I also don't want to bring whatever he calls me to the next relationship or whatever. I said, so I'm just trying to, recuperate. So he's like, yeah, I don't blame you. He said, I just broke up with my baby mama or whatever. And she moved to Indianapolis with their daughter. And I was like, that's fucked up. That's truly fucking fucked up. Like, you got someone that's trying to be there for their kid and you're taking them away from their kid. He's like, she only let me talk to her here and there. He said, I'll be missing my baby. And I can see it in his eye, he really do be missing his baby. I said, I understand. Like, he was like, but I'm gonna get my shit together. He said, I'm gonna get my shit together and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. He said, I don't want to put her in the court. Huh? 26. So he's not that far off. But he do have a good mindset for him to be 26. Shit, I was fucking with a 36-year-old that still don't have their fucking mindset together. So he's not too young, but he's not old either. So it's like, I feel like somebody hit me in my fucking back. It was like, bitch. Psh. Have you ever woke up from a dream and just felt like that dream really whooped your ass? Yep, that's me. Hi, my name is Lyric. Where's my charger? Oh, I tried to get my charger. Like, I left all my stuff in the car. He's like, don't do that. Like, even when we go certain places where I know I left my keys in there a couple of times, he was like, don't leave your fucking keys in the car. Like, maybe I was like, oh, so you don't know these parts. You don't know these. I was like, God damn. Yeah, break. But if we do go to the Christmas lights, I'm gonna still try to ease it up in there. You want to go on a double date? He'll be like, what did I just tell you? He made me laugh because I told him he was like, we were practically talking. He was like, so, how can I put this? When he seen me and we went to go watch the sunset, like I said, he never seen me outside of work. So when he actually saw me, they get handsy. So he was just holding me and stuff like that. I was like, are you okay? So he's kissing him. I said, stop. He said, I'm sorry. He said, I can't help myself. He said, so it's a guy and his two kids. So they're walking towards the pier. So he was like, I just want to do something to you right now. He said, but I don't want to disrespect you. He said, but at the same time, he said, damn. So I was like, is it ew? I said, it's like a pheromone coming off of me or something. I said, like, what's wrong? So he's like, no, no. He said, man. He said, nah, but you do look beautiful. You look so fucking beautiful right now. So I was like, is that the? He's like, no, I don't know what it is. So I was like, did you take a virus or something? So he's like, no. So I was like, okay. I was like, cause you touchy feely. So he was like, so I can't touch you or nothing. So I was like, no, I'm just saying, like, Like, you're not touching me in the wrong way. I said, hugging me and kissing my hand and stuff is not wrong. I said, but still. So he was like, you lucky them kids right here. So he started laughing and stuff. So they let the kids go right there. And as me and him talking, I hear, so did he really just go right there to piss? So I said, are you serious? So I was like, oh, I'm walk over here by the couple on the pier. And now I'm going to pull my pee pee out and I'm going to piss. I said, I'm just going to piss all the time. So he was like, really? I was like, that's like, come on. Like, you could have went and pissed anywhere else, but you chose to come right there, down there by the part of the pier where someone is standing, knowing that you're gonna make noise. So I was like, whatever to it. So he's like, at least he said, I hope he's not doing it in front of the kids. I was like, even if he is, oh well.
You worked there at Walmart too?
Huh?
You worked there at Walmart too?
No, no. I said I would never date somebody that I work with ever again. What's crazy? He did used to work there, but I didn't know until he asked me. He was like, "Where you work at?" And I was like, "Walmart." He said, "Tell me why I used to work there." And I was like, "You used to work there?" He said, "Yeah." And I was like, "It depends on what shift you was." I said, "I was night shift," but he never got to tell me what shift he was. He was like, "I was with Higher Dynamics." He said we did the
Oh,
mech shipping. So I was like, "Why was you with Higher Dynamics and not Walmart?" So he said, "I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a felony." So I was like, "You got a felony?" He was like, "It's not like that." He said, "It's like," he said, "It's more of holding drugs and stuff like that, soliciting or and he said getting caught with a weapon practically." He said, "Other than that," he said, "It's nothing really serious." So I was like, "Well, you never know." I said, "I done seen people still get hired, and it depends on how Walmart view you. If they feel like you're
yeah,
reformed," I said, "they'll hire you." So he's like,
yeah,
"Nah." Like, he a good worker. He always go get to his job and stuff on time. It's just because he got those. I think they Walmart don't call you if you have a misdemeanor. And I told him, I said, as long as you don't have a misdemeanor, you and it's just a felony. I said it falls off in 7 years. I said they shouldn't really bother you. So he's like, yeah, it's just the jobs that he work at. They don't pay him what he's worth, and it's crazy because he got a manager position. I was like, you actually getting like you're doing stuff that you need to do. I said you could put that on your resume that you're doing this stuff. I said, and they can view that, and they can take that into consideration. I said, because you could be making more money than what you're making now, and you could be on a fixed fucking hours instead of you not knowing. You sure been wanting to go on the trampoline a lot lately. Did you get your clothes like I told you to? Did you take them down there to get washed? Okay, take them down there to get washed, and then tell Jude to go find his, or help him find his, and then you can go jump. Yeah, I want to go jump on the trampoline. I said, little girl, I was 9 years old once too. I'm not slow. Just go jump on the trampoline. Come on. Oh, oh shit. Oh, I thought I was gonna do that tomorrow. I'm actually good, happy I sat up because if I didn't, my nose would have been super stuffed. Oh crap! She brought me some. I got the water bottles, two different kinds too. Sam's and Great Value. Oh crap! He was just messaging me a couple minutes ago. It's like, you wasn't texting me, you didn't say anything to me. I said, because I was asleep. I said, I was still asleep. I said, I literally woke up at 2:40, like literally. I said, I went to my car, got my charger. I said, I didn't even want to do that. I said, I got the charger and then I came back in the house. He was like, oh, stay up. He's like, yeah, you need your rest. You this, you that. I was like, can you cook? He was like, can I cook? I was like, uh-huh. So he was like, I could cook certain things. He said, like, basic shit. He said, I could cook it. He said, but other than that, So I was like, my friend makes the best pozole. I said, and I said, she made me eat cow stomach before because I didn't know what menudo was. I said, but it was okay. I was like, do you know how to make that? He said, so you want me to take care? I said, yeah. So I was like, when am I gonna meet the mom? I said, when I'm gonna meet Madre? I said, or your tío, or your tía, so your abuela. He said, what the fuck? I said, let me stop fucking with you. He's like, that's too soon. Like you do it like that's soon. So I was like, I was joking with you. I was like, I'm gonna have to meet mom. Like, come on. I was like, eventually I'm gonna have to meet mom. So he's like, why? I said, it ain't even like that. I said, it's just if I come around and stuff, I don't want people being like, who's that? Who's that? Like I said, I went through that a lot of not being known and stuff like that. I said, so I don't want to go through that again. I said, it's like, how could you put that? Being acknowledged, knowing that person is talking to this person. Like his sister called him whenever we were in the car, and in my head, she sounded like a little boy, so I thought it was his little brother. And I was like, I'm not gonna ask him just yet. I'm gonna see if he just tell me like who is it. So whenever he got the phone, he was like, "Yo, that was my sister." I was like, "Ooh." He was like, she asked me, "Was I gonna be home?" I told her no. She wanted me to come and do something for her. She was gonna pay me. I was like, "Well, you busy? You should tell you busy." So I did tell her I was busy. So I told her I'm about to go to Chili's and stuff. I was like, do your family ever ask you where have you been all these nights? Like, you leave at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we don't see you all fucking night until like 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. I said, do they ever ask you where you been? He said, we're not nosy in each other's life like that. He said, like my mom would stop and ask me because she'd be like, you doing drugs? You doing this? That ain't good for you. And then he said, other than that, he said, no, I don't really, he said, I don't mess with nobody, they don't mess with me. And I was like, okay. So his dog, he put his dog in his room.
Mama said she got him some clothes. Can we look for his clothes tomorrow?
Oh, you want to look for his clothes tomorrow? I'm telling you where all y'all clothes at. Go look in the restroom too, because y'all got like a little clothes hamper in the restroom. Y'all got the one that's right there with those bags.
Yeah, but Mama said she got him
Okay, okay. We just gonna do it before y'all go to sleep.
Okay.
She tried it. She understand what I just said. And watch soon as it's bedtime. Can we do it tomorrow? So yeah, so he the night I was supposed to go up in there with him, I was like, I want to watch scary movie, dude. Can we just have a movie night when we just lay there? So we didn't end up doing it. So whenever I left, he was like, fuck. He said, lucky you didn't. So I was like, why you say that? He said, man, because he was like, his dog was in there. He was like, he said, when I got in here, he said, my dog wasn't in here no more. So I was like, so where your dogs went? He said, they came and got her. So I said, they came and got her. I said, so you telling me if we would have been in that room, they could have just, they would have thought that you weren't home and they would have opened that door and got her. And you never know what you would have seen or what was going on. And I said, even though we was going to watch a movie, it's like, he's like, no, they would have not. I said, but if they didn't know you were there, he's like, true. I said, dude. He said, but you know your mom gotta have a key to every fucking thing. I said, God damn, I couldn't even argue with him because it's true. He's like, yeah. He said, my mom has to see every fucking thing. So if I'm not home, she can check on her and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. He told me he had work today, but that was this morning. And then his second job, I didn't know he had to go to work there today. And he was like, yeah. He said, I had to go. I said, so why would you tell me, can I see you tomorrow night? I said, if you had work. He was like, that's because I'm starting to get our nights and stuff mixed up. He said, the fact that you get off at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, I still consider it nighttime because it's dark. So I was like, oh. I was like, well, no. I said, I'll see you in the morning time, but I said most likely I'm gonna try to cut down on seeing you at night. I said because I gotta get my rest and I gotta do stuff. I said I'm supposed to finish some stuff and I never got the chance to because I've been going by you and stuff. I said I can't be doing that. So he was like, I just want some time with you because your kid's not there, like your sister got your baby or whatever. He said I just want some time with you because I know once your son get back to him, I'm not gonna have that time. So I was like, okay, but at least you're understanding, like, okay, kids come first, this comes first, health comes first. So he's like, yeah. So I was like, okay. He sat there, he looked at me, he was like, do you got a problem with my height? So I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I'm just asking you. So I said, where is this coming from? I said, like, he said, I'm just saying, like, I was like, it seemed like you had a problem with a bunch of stuff because he was like, why you got all these tattoos? Why you got this? Why you got that? I was like, because it's my body and I could do that. He said, but it's always a meaning behind it. He said, why you got this? I said, because I felt like it. So he was like, mm-hmm. So he's like, am I like, like, I was like, what? He was like, do you not like my height or whatever? I was like, I'm okay with your, if I wasn't okay with your height, I wouldn't be talking to you. I said, rather you know it or not, my first kid's father is shorter than me. I said, the first one is shorter than you. I said, and the second one is taller than you. I said, so you're in between. You're close to my height. So he was like, he said, I'm just asking. So he's like, when are we gonna start going to the gym and stuff? So I was like, we can start going to the gym. I said, I don't care. He was like, I'm trying to get this in shape. I like his size. I don't care for like he's not big, he's not small either. He's like Itai size. Fluffy. So that's what he said, you just like me because I'm fluffy. I said, no. I said, it's not even about that. He was like, yeah, it is. So I was like, no, to be honest, I said, I really, like, I said, you're a good size. I said, once you slim, like, I don't even want you to slim down. I said, it's more like, I don't want you bulky either. But once you work out and stuff, you're gonna tone. I said, so that's really all it is, really. So yeah. So I was like, but that's up to you. I said, don't change it because you want somebody to like you or feel. I said, I'm comfortable with you. I said, if you choose to take off your shirt, I said, I want you to do that because I want you to see I'm comfortable with you. I said, but it seems like you're not more comfortable with yourself than I am with you. I said, I can't change that. I said, so what are you gonna do to try to make yourself more comfortable? So he said, I'm working out. I've been working out. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. I said, you okay? So with that being said, when you lose weight, there's always gonna be excess skin. I said, so what you need to do is do your research. I said, well, I did my research. I said, unfortunately for women and men, with women, we have our little training, waist trainers and stuff like that. I said, for men, I don't know if they have the stuff that we have, or if you would feel comfortable wearing that shit. I said, but it does help pull your skin back in place while you're working out. I said, so if you're really serious, I can look up some stuff that can help you. I said, now whenever we do go to the gym, I'm gonna I got somebody that can push you. Like she was bigger than that, and she's small. I said, I got somebody that can push you, and she's serious. She don't play that. I said, she really a gym rat now. I said, but you can't sit here and tell her I'm gonna show up and then not show up. You can't tell her, oh, I don't want to do that. I'd rather do this. I said, you got to take it serious. So yeah, I will take it serious or whatever. So I was like, okay. I said, I'm just making sure with you. I said, don't change your mind. Don't think that I'm making you do this because I'm telling you I accept you for what you are right now. I said, you're doing it for yourself, not me. I said, oh, yeah. But a part of me is like, gotta get summertime fine. Go ahead and do it. So whenever your baby mama comes see you again, or she'll be like, oh, he losing weight, and he be like, bitch, move back. I got somebody. I just be laughing. He told her, are you serious? I'm dead serious. I said, because I like situations like that. When a woman don't see your value, and she's like, oh, you're fat, you're this, you're that, you're this. And I like to see when a man clap back and be like, now what you talking about? Make her jealous, make her see, okay, damn. I don't think she had a problem. I said, if she did the stuff that she did, she had a problem. I said, I don't know what her problem was. I said, but she had a problem. He's like, yeah. But he's supposed to be going there in December. Because he wants to spend Christmas and stuff with her. I was like, yeah. I said, don't get ass whooping. He was like, huh? I was like, don't get ass whooping. This fucking shit. It's like the cough stop and it start back. But yeah. I was like, you going out there to see your daughter, not nothing else, not to go places, not to have dinner, nothing. Well, are you serious right now? I said, I'm dead serious. I said, because technically, yeah, because for me, she sees you, and he said the last time she seen him, he weighed, he said he lost about 60 pounds since she was from by him. And he actually looks good. So I was like, okay, don't get beat up. So he was like, it's not even like that. I'm going to see my daughter. So I was like, yeah. He was like, I would have asked you, did you want to go with me? I said, no, I got my son's birthday. I got this, I got that. And you better be there for his birthday party. Friday the 13th, December. 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 Because I would be like, that's so fucked up. His godmom wasn't even there for his first birthday. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I would say, Itaí, you're his aunt. You weren't even there. He's terrible. That little boy's terrible. He's been, like, the fact that he's walking and stuff, he runs around.